Hello, everyone. We are so glad to be here. Welcome to What's New and Coming Up with Lipedema. We are so excited about this month. If you can believe it, we have been waiting for this month for a year. It's June 2nd, the first Friday of Lipedema Awareness Month. I'm Gail Straker, the community manager for Lipedema Simplified, and I'm here with the founder of Lipedema Simplified, our very own Catherine Sayo. Hi, Catherine.
Hi, and this is Bella, everyone.
Aw.
She likes to come to these.
And yes, and I'll tell you what, I met Bella last summer for the very, very first and only time. That is one sweet kitty. She's just like, "Grr." She's got that face that you want to scrunch. And it seems like Bella really does truly enjoy our lives. She shows up for almost every single one of them.
She does. She does because she knows I'll be sitting here, and in all probability, I'll pet her. So that's why she shows up.
Oh, probability. So Catherine, we have I see that we have 13 people, but we do have Kathy Patton who says hi from New Jersey. She's in Union, New Jersey. Hi, Kathy. And if you have a chance, drop that into the comments where you're from. Sometimes we can see your first name, sometimes we can't, depending on where your platform you're using, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. So just make sure that you check in with us so that we can say hi. Catherine, we have some amazing things happening in in the lipedema community this month. What's one of those things that you find very exciting?
Oh, literally the whole year we focus on June. We focus on every month. Honestly, it's true. We have all kinds of activities. But June is an effort not only for us, but for those in the broader community. So, other organizations run webinars. There's so much activity in the community. There's a lot of awareness raising, which is the purpose of Lipedema Awareness Month, is to raise awareness. So, we have a 21-day challenge which is starting up next week. We have something that we're calling Tribers at the Table. Um, we had um, we had a few people say we have two big conferences a year. We have one in the spring and one in the fall. Originally in 2020, it was supposed to be in North Carolina, and we had a hotel and we had signed contracts and a whole thing. And then, of course, we all know what happened in 2020. We went into lockdown, and so we pivoted and we did a virtual, at that point, symposium. Well, then we had one the following April, and then we had the other one in October. So at this point, we've had about 7 or 8 events. And we now call them events because it's not only experts sharing information and educating, but it's the community interacting with each other. So, what's exciting about it is that there's just so much engagement. And so, last Lipedema Awareness Month, we did a boot camp, which was very, very successful. This year, we're doing the 21-day challenge. And then we're doing the Tribers at the Table because a number of women said to us, well, we've been online all these years now, but and can we get together? And we wanted to do that, but hesitated. And here's why. We have members of the community all over the world. And I'm just going to pick out a few that we have come regularly, but we have Agnieszka from Wales. We have Suzanne from South Africa. We have Fiona from New Zealand. We have Carrie from Perth, Australia. I can go on and on and on, but we have all these connections that are global connections. And so we've decided for the time being to keep the events virtual so that we can continue to serve the broader community. But we're having a series of get togethers. Most of them, well, let me show you. I'm going to share my screen so you can see. But we have a bunch of get togethers. Okay. So it's going to take me a minute. And it's going to look weird for a second, but hang in there with me. Here
And
it is.
while she's getting it, I just posted the link in the comment section, and I also have that same link in the invitation to this live. So make sure that you check those out.
And we have, ta-da, you are invited. No cost. All you have to do is buy your own coffee or tea or whatever you want to eat. But it's basically all of us getting together. And here's where we're meeting in West Chase, Florida, which I think is outside of Tampa. And then Cambridge, Massachusetts. That's the one that I'm doing on Sunday. This is Friday. Oh my God, 2 days. And most of us are just picked like I picked Panera Bread. I've had Lipedema ladies come in for years and always meet them at Panera Bread because there's parking in Cambridge. It's hard to park. So there's a parking lot. So we're meeting there on Sunday. And June 4th is in Philadelphia. And then Tamarack, Florida. I think.
Yeah, that's Bertha's, isn't it? And it's near Fort Lauderdale.
And then Iris in Winnipeg on June 11th, and then Sacramento, California, and then this is Julie. I think she's near Raleigh, Durham.
Yes.
But yeah, and Boise, Idaho. I wonder who that is.
I don't know. Could
Who
it
could
be
that be?
moi? That's me.
And I'm going to open that up after I go through the list. And then we have Denver, Colorado. And then we have New Zealand.
Siobhan.
Yeah, that's Siobhan. And then we have Fiona in New Zealand, and Carrie in Perth, Australia, and Nashville, Tennessee. That's 80. And then Terry in Houston. And so if you follow the link, what you're going to see. Gail, is it okay if I open yours?
Oh, absolutely.
You are invited. And I'm going to read the quote because I feel like this is the essence of our community. Friendship is born at the moment when one person says to another, "What? You too? I thought I was the only one." I love that. Isn't that great? So
Awesome.
Gail is going to be meeting with whoever shows up at the Great Harvest Meridian in Meridian, Idaho, which I think is right near Boise. And what we did for everyone is we just put a link to directions. So like if I wanted to go, I could just click directions, and from where I live,
You have to fly in. I'd pick you up.
Let's see if I can go. Let's see. By car, it's just a mere 40 hours. It's just a week. If I start now, I can make it there by the 11th. So anyway, we're joshing.
I know. It's on the 17th for Boise, Idaho. But
Yeah.
seriously, I mean, seriously, if you live in Oregon, you know, let's say you live over in Ontario or Bend, and you want to come over and hang out with me for the day, come on over. Or if you live, even if you live in the Salt Lake area, you know, it's only a 6 hour drive. Okay, never mind. But you know what I'm saying. If you're in the Boise area, I think I have one person registered that I don't know. So if you're on this call, thank you for registering with me. It's exciting. Um, and I'm going to take Aunt Sandy.
Yeah, so you can tell we're really psyched.
It's
We're
going to be
just
fun.
really psyched. And you can walk from Bend, Idaho. That's only a 4-day walk.
From Bend, Oregon. Get your
Yeah.
shoes
And
on now, girls.
yeah, really. Let me see how far it is if I walked
Oh
since
my
it
gosh,
was,
2,400 miles. It's from Boston to Boise's 2,400 miles. I've made that trip
let's see,
in a
40 hours
motorhome.
driving. Oh, 818 hours. No problem. It includes a ferry, uh, private roads. It crosses through Canada because I think it's going straight across. So, and your destination is in a different time zone. How cool is that? All right, I'm teasing. Um, Hopefully, you live close to one of our events. So, let me go through the list again. These are the places that we're meeting. If you live close to any one of these places, do come and join us. It's an opportunity. I promise, I say we'll laugh, we'll talk, we'll probably talk over each other, we'll talk at the same time, probably be a few shed tears, a few. At least I always do. That's me. I'm the smush around here. But anyway, do come and join us. And I'm going to let Gail talk about our 21-day challenge.
Okay, so first of all, I didn't realize it was 21 days. I thought it was 5 because I look at this chart. And I'm going to have to put my glasses on because
Okay, it's 21 days from
right.
when we start to when we end.
Right, right. And so because as we look at this calendar, what's nice about it is you can see that we have one week that's just packed. And so and this starts next week. It starts
Packed,
on
but only
Monday.
an hour a day.
Right, excuse me, it
Not
doesn't start on Monday. It starts on Tuesday. Please notice that this calendar starts, see, it's got Monday at the beginning. So it actually starts on Tuesday. We have a reception, and they're all at 5 p.m. Eastern. So wherever you are, it just goes that way. Anyway, so we have our reception party, and then we're going to have some guest speakers, some experts. Um, day one, challenge day one, it will be on Wednesday the 7th. And what is lipedema? What um, what do you need to know? We're going to discuss that on. Is that with Leslyn?
no, that's with you and me.
Oh, that's with me. Okay, good thing I know, right?
Yep.
Challenge.
And the reason why is at this point we have over 700 going on 800 people registered for it.
Oh, wow, that's
So
exciting.
we have a lot of new people. And the first thing that people ask us is, what is lipedema and how do I know if I have it? So that's why we're starting with that.
Yeah, it's really exciting. And we have 700, you say 700, around 700 registered. Let's see if we can get that up to 1,000. Wouldn't it be cool to have a
Yeah.
whole pack of people there? It'd be wonderful to
Yeah.
have that much outreach. On challenge day number 2, what can you do about it right now? If this is about nutrition, keto, more. Siobhan, is that one correct?
Yes.
Yes. Challenge day number 3. it can get better. All about MLD
You
and
know what?
everything.
I'm going to go up here because it gives more detail.
Okay. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Uh, um, so challenge day number 3. That would be Leslyn. Leslyn is our director of research for Lipedema Project. Um, and she loves discussing the lymph system. She thinks it's amazing. And the more we learn about it, we find it's amazing too. Um, on on day number 4, we're going to talk about surgery and a holistic approach for our complementary care. And we are going to have Kara. Kara is going to be our guest on that day. And some of us are candidates for surgery, some of us are not. But surgery can help, and surgery might not be what our answer is. And so we'll get a lot of information that day. And then celebrating the community. As the community manager, I'm going to be involved with this, and so is Catherine and Siobhan. And we're going to talk about um, why community is so valuable to us, some of our wins. I know that we're going to have other community members there who are going to be able to discuss their wins, their challenges, and how this week has impacted their lives. And then we are going to meet once a week for the rest of the month. Now,
So
Catherine
there's
is,
2 bonus sessions.
yes,
Here they are. Wednesday, June 21st and June 28th. And we'll have coaching and Q&A because mostly people tell us when we do these, events, 1 week, 2 weeks down the road, they think of something they want us to answer. So we're building it in.
right. And with that, it gives us a chance after we've gone through the first part of the challenge. It gives us a chance to put into practice what we've learned and to build better questions. Because when you first learn about things, whether it's lipedema or something else, you don't have enough time to process it all. And then as you start processing, you have questions. So by having those bonus sessions, we're able to go through and put together all of our questions and bring them back to the table, bring them back to the next meeting and interact again. So it's been our experience that if we were just to have the week and then that was over, we're missing something. So we have to go back in and have extra time, to discuss things later. And that gives us the full month. And it's very exciting to be able to do that.
And so you see, after every session, there's a VIP Q&A session. We have an all access, we call it, where you can get the videos, the replays, and have some time with whoever the speakers are for that particular night to go into more depth, have a deeper dive. And there's a very small cost for the VIP sessions. Um,
Right. Right. So this whole thing, the challenge is free and upgrade to the VIP.
I may have already registered. And it's this simple: register for free and select cars. This is so that we know you're a person. I hope this works. Always have to
Catherine,
do it more than
it,
once, huh?
Catherine, we can't see what you're up to.
What?
We can't see what you're doing at this point, or at least I can't.
You can't? I wonder why.
I don't know. Let me I'm putting the link in the comments. Let me see if I can make it so that I can see what you're doing.
Can you see it now?
No, all I can see, Catherine, is one of the pages. Now I see you.
Okay, let's try it again. This will do it. Okay, here it is. So once you sign in, you'll get this, and you can get VIP access for $57, which is incredibly inexpensive and covers our editing costs. So come join us. Um, and we'd love to see you there.
So yeah, we would absolutely love it. And one of the things that happens with these groups that we get together like this is we get to, as Catherine said, interact with each other, um, and the experts and other people who are on that call. Um, we can make connections, and connections are so very valuable. So I'm going to put, Catherine, I'm going to put the
So
yeah.
Sherry, I'm putting the link in the chat. But I'm not sure if you're going to get the link. If you can, um, yeah, I just put it in the chat. If it doesn't come through on your Facebook, then just email me. Give me a second. I'll
Here,
give
I'll
you.
get that. I'll put your email up, Catherine.
Yeah, I found it. You can email me here, and I'll send you the link. It's in Garner, North Carolina, which is right outside, I believe, of Raleigh. Okie dokie.
Yeah, and if you click on that, the tribers at the table, anybody else who's looking at this, because um, we have some from all over. But if you happen to be anywhere near Winnipeg, yeah, I'm just plugging this one. If you happen to be anywhere near Winnipeg, if you can get to Winnipeg on the 11th, I believe, because Iris is going, whoa, I need somebody here with me. That's Iris. So
Here's
I'm just,
the, yeah, here's the tribers at the table. It's very simple. Learn.lipedema-simplified.org/tribers at the table with hyphens in between each word. So if you go there, you can register for whichever one you're so moved to attend.
yeah. And Rachel, I'm sorry that we don't have one in Nashville before the 21st, but so she's flying home the 21st, and the Nashville one's on the 24th. I know 80 would have loved having you at that. So, yeah, it's very exciting. So, Catherine, is there anything else that we need to talk about? Should they be saving a date for the fall?
Oh, yeah. We actually have hold on a minute. We've been having a super early bird special, which is Heart to Heart, which is our fall. Um, it costs $2.97, but we did a $57. It's like, what do they call that when you dial back, which was the cost of our very first symposium in 2020.
Oh, like a rollback?
Yeah, we did a rollback, and um, we put aside 100 tickets at that ridiculously low cost, and there's one left. We sent out an email, and there's one ticket left.
Oh
And
my
so,
god.
if you want it, make sure you get in touch. Or here, let me put the link in the chat. Where is the link? I should know where the link is.
I was
um,
gonna Anyway, so in our heart to hearts, what's so amazing about the heart to heart, it's 3 days. And when we say 3 days, it's 3 full days. And we have a chance in all those to do breakout rooms and discuss things one-on-one with people. Sometimes we're in small groups of 3, sometimes we're in groups of about 4 or 5, and we can discuss everything we're learning with somebody and share our thoughts and ideas and make connections. The heart to hearts are like no other virtual symposium that you've ever been on.
yeah. They really are amazing. And so I'm gonna I've said this many times, but I love saying it because it was such an aha for me. Our first several symposiums, we had these amazing guest speakers, and the format is they would present, then we'd have a Q&A, and they would answer questions. And I mean, that was what we did. Again, so during any particular conference or event, there could be 18, 20 speakers. And it was really phenomenal. And then at some point, it became very clear. And I think working with Dr. Carmody, who's our medical advisor, who says again and again and again, he says, the wisdom is in the patient. We have the wisdom. And then we pivoted, and Gail and I did some training, and we've now moved into this model where a huge portion of what we do is engagement. That we talk about our own personal experiences, we listen to experts, and then we share what we know from our own bodies, from our own experience. And oh my God, it's really created learning that's exponential. We've learned so much. I mean, I still am blown away that I keep learning, which is great.
Yeah, and having those connections where we as the patient are able to speak and be heard, it goes beyond wonderful because so
Mhm.
many of us for so long, our voices have been silenced. And on these heart to hearts, on these events, our voices are heard and
Mm.
they make a difference. And it's brilliant. It's just it's an amazing move that we've taken in the last. It's been a year, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
since last June. So
right.
come join us if you want. If you don't, maybe come another time. Whatever works. We always just invite. You're invited.
Right. You're invited. We're not we're not gonna force you into this. I love it, Catherine. This is but just remember that June is Lipedema Awareness Month and learn as much as you possibly can. And spread the word. We have to spread the word. Otherwise, it's not gonna get out there.
And let me say, we're not the only ones doing this. There's webinars. You could go almost any time online these days, and there's so much that's available about lipedema. So, come to our stuff if you want. We'd love to have you, but also spread it around. There's other awareness raising opportunities. So, just get the knowledge you need to live a fabulous life. That's what it
Yeah.
comes down to. And my quick report in, I had surgery last week. I'm exhausted, but doing really well. The surgery was successful. I learned so much about the lymphatic system. So much. I've been dealing with this for, 10, 12 years, and I learned so much more. So stay tuned because I'm going to do a webinar about it when I'm, you know, safely on the other side. They told me it was going to be at least a month or two of recovery, but I am looking at doing something in July. So it'll be free webinar. Come hear more about the lymphatic system and
Sounds good.
specifically the central lymphatics, because that's what was affected for me. And who the heck knew? I flew, not solo. I flew from Boston to South Carolina. Oh my God, I've been sick ever since. That was in November. And now the surgery is turning it around. So it's very good. And all the swelling. Oh my God, I've had so much swelling. But good news is, thank God for brilliant doctors. Thank God for brilliant doctors. I said that. I'm going to say it one more time. Thank God for brilliant doctors. And I'm going to bring him in to meet with you. So stay tuned.
Oh, that
All
would
right.
be awesome.
Yeah, he's wonderful. Anyway, Gail, that's it for me. I think we're ready to say have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend, everybody. We're so glad you were here. And for those of you who are listening on the replays, we love having you show up later too. So, love you all. Have a great Lipedema Awareness Month.